Hello. It's truly a privilege to be the leader of the London Borough of Richmond upon Thames, and this year our party was returned with an increased majority to deliver on the priorities of local residents. And as we come to the end of the year, it's right that we look back over the last 12 months and reflect on some of the larger issues. Of course, no look back would be complete without focusing on the two standout issues of the year: the war in Ukraine and the cost of living crisis. In terms of the impact on the borough of the war in Ukraine, residents have been incredibly generous, opening up their homes and their hearts to refugees fleeing the violence. And of course, Prosperity Cafe did such an enormous amount of work in aiding the relief effort. The cost of living crisis is impacting everybody. We're all seeing our bills going up. We're all seeing money being just that little bit tighter this year. And we have, as a council, done what we can to help. We've stepped up with a £3 million relief package to assist businesses, residents, voluntary sector in combating the cost of living crisis. And we have a cost of living hub on the council website, which you can access. Full details will be after this message. And you can find out how, if you need help, how you can get help. We had three key manifesto platforms at the election in May. It was to make the borough fairer, safer, and greener. In terms of fairness, we want this to be a borough that everybody can afford to live in, that everybody feels welcome in, and that is genuinely inclusive to all. We've given free school meal vouchers to over 3,890 children each school holiday. We have given fuel grants to 3,142 households to help residents through colder weather and ensure no one is faced with fuel poverty. We've been rated the best in London for social care related quality of life, and we've supported 1,400 people to live independently in their own homes and have given 251 people care technology to help them with remaining independent. We're also working with our partners to address health inequalities and ensure that everybody has access to good quality healthcare in the borough. We've rolled out our Come and Have a Chat About Your Health bus programme across the borough and organised regular pop-up vaccine clinics to ensure we're all protected against COVID-19 and flu this winter, which has seen over 1,000 people get vaccinated. We have seen residents raise over £60,000 for local youth mental health charities through the Richmond upon Thames Voluntary Fund. We're insisting on very high standards of affordable housing provision, and we're pressing ahead with new developments in Teddington and at Twickenham Riverside. And we've also joined forces with Citizens Advice Richmond to help stop discrimination against renters who receive benefits. When it comes to safety, we want to make sure that everybody feels safe in Richmond upon Thames, whether they live here, work here, or whether they're visiting. We've worked closely with our partners in the police to ensure Richmond upon Thames remains one of the safest boroughs in London. We've launched the Richmond Safe Space during the summer, which has served residents navigating Richmond Town Centre on Friday and Saturday between 9 p.m. and 1 a.m, and will continue to do so thanks to the positive feedback from residents. We're committed to improving women's safety, and we recognise that this will not happen by controlling women's behaviour. Our Violence Against Women and Girls strategy prioritised changing male behaviour, accessing support and holding perpetrators to account. But to be successful, we need community engagement. On road safety, we've already introduced 20 miles an hour, but we're also looking at how people get around our borough and how they can do so as safely as possible. And following tragic fatalities on the river, we're working closely with the RNLI at Teddington Lifeboat Centre, the police, London Fire Brigade, and other partners to make sure young people understand the dangers of swimming in the Thames and to ensure that everybody can enjoy the river responsibly and safely. And when it comes to being greener, we want Richmond upon Thames to continue being the greenest of green boroughs. And this doesn't just mean looking after our parks and open spaces, it also means tackling the climate change emergency on a local level. Despite the record temperatures and drought conditions this year, over 97% of young trees survived. And this figure highlights the level of commitment made by the council and the community, who played a great part in watering throughout the summer months. This year, the London Borough of Richmond upon Thames was recognised as one of the 123 cities and boroughs across the globe for taking bold leadership on environmental action and transparency. We have rolled out cutting-edge flood early warning technology to monitor rising water levels and alert the borough's drainage contractors to respond quickly to any surface water flooding. We're committed to improving and increasing walking and cycling in the borough. We've installed 27 new bike hangers across the borough and are currently consulting on an additional 33. We've also introduced community cargo bikes in Teddington, Hampton and East Sheen for residents and businesses to use. We've had 203 residents sign up to the Solar Together London programme to install solar panels on their homes, and a further 99 have signed up to the Green Homes Grant Scheme, helping homeowners and landlords install energy-efficient and low-carbon heating improvements to their homes. This year, we've deployed 220 cameras across the borough, across our parks, conservation sites and other potential wildlife corridors to help protect our local wildlife. And our Friendly Parks for All programme continues to work to improve the impact, reach and quality of access to parks and open spaces in the borough to those who experience barriers to access. This includes additional seating and resting places, acts of kindness benches to encourage conversations between park users, improved paths and improved access at entrances and exits, and a meeting point to aid navigation and help orientate people within the park. Signage and routes are marked with specially designed wayfinders, and we've introduced sensory trails. As we come to the end of 2022, I want to say thank you to all of you who've made Richmond upon Thames such a great place to live, work and visit, and to all of you who've come together at times of crisis to help others. However you're celebrating and wherever you're celebrating, I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.